Hi, this is Carlo at 4GQ TV. And it's nice to meet you, Joy.
Are you wearing a stormtrooper t-shirt?
I am. Yeah.
That's so dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
So what was it like for you to work on Spiderwick?
Um, it was, I mean, I would say it's definitely one of the most special jobs that I've been so lucky to have in my career. I mean, it's the first time I'm me doing like genre type of project. And I mean, I'm used to playing a mom. I played so many moms in my career. I mean, I don't have kids. I don't want kids in my own life, but as an actor, these 20 years, so that I've been a working actor, I've played a mom more times than I've not played a mom. And to play the mom of these awesome kids that are just also talented and cool and so hip, they kept me hip. So that was great. And while I hadn't read the books prior to getting the job, I've seen the film some years back and watched it again. But I knew that this was a book series that was so beloved by millions of people for so long that I was stepping into something very special. And especially with some of the themes that the show centers around, and then the fact also that that they gave it a different complexion is really wonderful and beautiful, especially in this era. So for all those reasons, and then of course to work with Christian Slater, I mean, that's pretty fly. So for me, like, this was kind of a no-brainer for me to be a part of this project and this series.
But I do want to say that you played an excellent role because from what I've seen, without spoiling it, it really felt like I was watching a family unfold on set. So excellent job, by the way, on acting on everybody's
Oh,
behalf. I
thank you
loved
so
it.
much. It was easy to, it's nice when I mean, we're stepping into these roles on sets for the first time. Sometimes you're meeting people for the first time and you're expected to, you don't always have weeks to rehearse or create chemistry, right? So it's wonderful when you meet people and that chemistry is just there. And that's what it was with my children's, like with my babies. Like, as soon as I met them, we were like, oh my God, we hit it off. And so that chemistry was there from the word go, and only deepened as we filmed. So everything you saw, that dynamic between us on camera, it was already popping in real life. Very, very lucky for that, because it could have went completely opposite direction.
Oh, nice. So when you got the role, did you go back and watch any of the source material or read any of the older books, or did you just go straight in this and like, I'm just gonna play this character the
I,
way it's written?
you know, I I watched the film before I auditioned for it. Because I knew about it, but again, I hadn't read the books, so I didn't have that awareness. I saw the movie a long time ago, so I had to, familiarize myself with the film now, and that's how I prepared to go into the audition, because everything happened very quickly. And I think from when I auditioned, I mean, I was in, I was in Vancouver in like not even I think a couple of weeks or something. So it was all happened so fast. So I really didn't have that much prep. Um, Other than I know this world. I mean, I can't familiarize myself with this world. I'm playing a mom. Let's go. Let's go.
So out of the series of Spiderwick, do you have a favorite character?
Wait, what's that? What's the question?
Do you have a favorite character, let's say from the TV show?
From in our show?
Yep, in your show?
Um, Favorite character. Wow. I mean, I mean, Christian as Mulgarath is pretty awesome. I mean, it's so funny. I was telling him earlier that, you know, yeah, he's like he's the ogre and he's the bad guy. You know, like, but at the end of the day, he just wants to be loved. I mean, he's eating people and he's being a jerk and he's a like, you know, he's a monster and everything. At the end of the day, he just wants to be loved. And I'm like, low key, sometimes you're like, I'm rooting for I want them to be together. So and obviously that's a testament to the kind of actor that Christian Slater is, that you know you'd be like, oh wow, you can really empathize with the monster. So
So I know you mentioned that when you act, you typically play like a mom role. So
mhm.
when you got on set for this, did you fall right into character, or did you have to do anything to like prepare to get into character?
I think really, I think was more because this was a new experience for me. I mean, obviously every role is a new experience, but to play in this um grounded yet fantastical world was intimidating to me at first. At first I was like, wait a minute, how do I can I and I forgot that like no, just you know, be grounded, be you. I mean, this is these imaginary circumstances. We play imaginary circumstances all the time. And actually with you know, I was kind of, oh man, what about green screen? I'd never done that before, like all these things, but actually there was so much that the atmosphere that was created, the environment that was created on set from the our house, which was amazing, to even like having like the actual Mulgarath, like this 8 foot tall like monstrosity walking around, allowed me and us to really immerse in the world in the way I wasn't expected. So for me, it was my preparation was just getting out of my head and relaxing. And once I did that, once I could do that, then everything just fell into place. When I couldn't do that, it would get harder. But when I would do that, that's what worked. I also
Did
went to
you?
dance. I started going to dance classes too. That also helped.
Okay. Um, so I know one thing in the show is, there are some like special effects. So when you were, I don't know if you had a chance to watch it yet, but did you watch it and you're like, oh wow, that came out really cool. Is there any scenes that you can talk about that wouldn't spoil anything, but that you really liked the way they came out?
Wow, it's really hard to pick. I mean, there's just so many. I don't even I mean, even just from like that first I mean, I would just have to say that like I the first I think it was sort of like in the beginning. Yeah, no, yeah, when we're out searching um um for Lucinda and we and Mulgarath appears, right? Um like I was really blown away in the moment of sort of the magnitude of like what they created and the beauty of what they created. So of course to see that on camera. But I think that like I mean everything from like the fight scenes and film attack. I mean, I don't know. I can't really pick anything because there's so much. Every episode is jam-packed with everything that with all of these bits of magic that were already created like while we were there, but then to see the post of that, I mean, I don't know, I can't really, it's like picking your favorite child. I would imagine you can't really pick your favorite child. I don't know.
Well, that just goes to tell you the testament of how great this series came out, from what you're saying,
Yeah.
because I loved it. And I know our time is short. And I don't want to drag you on, but I just want to say that you did a fantastic job acting. I loved the role that you played because
Thank you.
it brought everybody together and it felt so authentic and so natural. So great job.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you.